You ever notice how Thanksgiving like somehow turned into a performance? Yeah. Like we're supposed to be grateful and keep the peace and cook like 47 different things and host the perfect dinner and avoid drama and magically like enjoy it all. But in reality, we're like totally overwhelmed. Yeah. And yeah, so today I kind of want to talk about how to actually enjoy and simplify Thanksgiving, and not like the Pinterest or Instagram or the Joanna Gaines version or the Megan Sussex version, but like the real life version where you're a human being with limited time and limited energy and zero interest in performing for anyone. Yeah. All right. So I had some notes down here. So if you see me looking down, that is why. So I took these notes while I was making some chutney for Thanksgiving. It's like 2 days until Thanksgiving. So I am kind of coming at you last minute. So this is kind of being filmed kind of grandma style or grandpa style, I guess. I'm not too sure how you want to call this, or if you're listening to this on a via podcast, then you don't see that I'm not at home. I'm actually in my mom's backyard right now, so there will be no noise. She does live on a golf course, so you probably hear a fountain. Over here, there's like a clubhouse, so there's music coming from there. They're mowing the lawn or something up ahead, so you're probably going to hear that. And then you'll probably also hear random people playing golf as well. So apologies if there's a lot of noise. And then also my kids are making noise everywhere as well. And then my dog, if there's rabbits nearby, my dog is going to be chasing them and barking at them. So yeah, noise, but that's real life. That's what we're doing. And yes, I'm wearing my apron because I don't want to cranberry sauce splattered all over me. Oh, and if you're new here, I'm Xuan, and this is Cozy Notes, a place where I share all things about slow, cozy living. And sometimes it's a podcast, sometimes it's like a vlog, and sometimes it's about travel. You know, I like to mix it up because it just depends on my mood. What we're talking about today. So talking about practicing gratitude and not performing it, because I feel like a lot of us are performing. We're performing gratitude during Thanksgiving, not actually practicing it in real life. And gratitude isn't like a vibe you put on for like an Instagram photo. You know, it real gratitude, real life gratitude, it's quiet, you know, just like your intuition, it's quiet, it's simple, and it's private, right? It's something that we practice when we're alone, you know, it's something that we practice before we wake up in the morning or at the end of a day. It's something that we need to practice every day, right, to appreciate our lives. And so, yeah, gratitude. So for this Thanksgiving, before your day starts, practice gratitude so that you start your day off well. In the morning, what are you grateful for? And then not even the morning of, like the night before, or even like 2 days before. I will try to get this out before tomorrow. I'll try to edit this really quick and get it out for you. But yeah, practice real gratitude. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? And it doesn't have to be practiced on Thanksgiving or only on Thanksgiving. You know, gratitude should be practiced every day, right? Just like Valentine's Day, your love for your partner should not only be celebrated on Valentine's Day, it should be celebrated every day, right? So Thanksgiving, being thankful for things, should be celebrated every day, not just on a holiday. So what are you grateful for? And also, talking about gratitude, it's okay to feel stressed out about cooking and being grateful at the same time. Two things can happen at once. You're not doing Thanksgiving wrong if you're stressed out and you're grateful for the food that you have and the family that you have. It's okay, right? And also, let's let go of the myth that you have to host with joy plastered over your face, right? You don't have to be smiling while you are hosting. It's okay if that's not happening. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. You are not a Stepford wife. That's okay. You are not, yeah, you don't need to fake it. Let's stop with the faking it, you know? Let's just be real here. All right, so number 2, let's make Thanksgiving easier than you think you need to. Like, buy the pie, buy all the pies. Like, I am not making pie. Buy the pies. My mom already bought apple pie from Costco. I'm gonna buy pumpkin pie from Albertsons or Stater Brothers, wherever. I haven't bought it yet because you have to put it in the fridge, and our fridge is full of stuff right now. So, gonna buy the pie later. Order the turkey. If you don't want to roast the turkey, order it already roasted for you and pick it up. You probably had to do that a week before, probably. But if you can do it last minute, order the turkey. And if you don't like turkey, don't get the turkey. Get a roast chicken. Get like a rib roast. Get a rack of lamb. Whatever it is that you like. Some people don't like turkey. Why get the turkey? Just because that's tradition doesn't mean you have to do it. Who says, right? Screw it. Go eat Chinese food. Don't get the turkey. Use paper plates. You don't like dishes, use paper plates. Who cares? If you're an environmentalist, use compostable paper plates, right? That's fine. Or, you know, I live near Ojai, right? Lots of hippies, environmentalists up there. Whenever we would do like potlucks and stuff, they would always say, bring your own plates and silverware. So do that. Have your family and friends bring their own stuff. Do that. That's fun. Or do a potluck. You don't have to do all the cooking. Everyone brings a dish. Make it easy, right? Make it easy. Eat earlier or later if that feels calmer, right? Who says you have to eat at a certain time? Why do you have to eat like at a certain time? Who cares? Who cares when you eat? Who cares? Just eat when you want to eat. Eat when the food is done, you know? Because your family, they're not going to remember, you know, whether you made the mashed potato from scratch. They're going to remember the feeling from that day, right? So it's okay to dial it in. It's okay. Make your life easy. Okay, number 3 is to choose traditions that serve your values and not expectations. So ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it because I love it? Or is it because I'm expected to? At my house, there's always airplanes and helicopters. At my mom's, there's landscapers. And now there's an airplane. I mean, there's airports sort of nearby. I don't know. Okay. So, my best friend's grandmother, who recently passed away, she told my best friend years ago that other people's opinions is not your problems, it's theirs. I think that's what it is. So, words to live by, right? All right, so if a tradition drains you, release it. Release it. You don't have to do it. Who says you have to keep a tradition that drains you? Like, who says? Like, why keep it? Life is short. Why keep doing it? Seriously. If a tradition lights you up, if you love it, keep it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Like, why stop? Just because someone else doesn't like it, who cares? That's their problem, not yours. And it's okay to start new traditions or have none at all. You know? Starting new traditions, I love that. I love that. You know, I have a friend that they stopped hosting Thanksgiving. Instead, they go to Mexico. They go to Baja. They go to a resort every Thanksgiving weekend. Like, that is awesome. That is wonderful. Like, instead of dealing with that Thanksgiving, they go away. Let's go on vacation. That sounds wonderful. And remember, kids don't need perfect holidays. They don't care about that. They just want present parents. They want their parents to be present, and they want no arguments. They want no fights. They want happy, present family members. Just remember that. They don't care about the food. They don't care about the perfect holidays or anything like that. They just want their family and they want everyone to be happy. Number 4, boundaries make the day better. So boundaries. We talk about boundaries all the time. So say no to hosting if you're drowning. Like if you don't want to host, you don't have to. You don't have to host. If you've always hosted, you can just pass the torch to someone else. Like I've always hosted, and I passed the torch to my cousin. He's MIA this year, and so I'm kind of hosting, but I'm not really because it's at my mom's house this year, not at my house. So I'm just cooking at her house basically. But so she's sort of hosting it, but not really. It's just family. It's just my mom, my dad, my aunt, and my kids and me. And that's easy. Like no one really cares. So yeah. So if you don't want to host, if it sucks, don't do it. You don't have to. Say, sorry, I'm not hosting this year. And if people are disappointed and they have opinions, not your problem. It's their problem. Their problem, not yours. Let them host. Why don't they host? You know what I mean? Why don't they host? I used to have a friend that would invite herself over to our Thanksgiving or whatever all the time, our holidays all the time, because she knew that we would have good food, because we always have good food. We love food, so we're good cooks here. And yeah, never invited us to their house, but yeah. Yeah. Anyways, say no if you're someone that doesn't host, but maybe you have a lot of family and you go to multiple houses and that drains you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to go to everyone's house. You don't have to see everyone, you know? Like, it's gonna be okay if you don't go visit everyone. Like maybe I know people that, you know, they alternate. Like one year, they'll do Thanksgiving at one parent's house, and then they'll do Christmas at another house, and then they'll alternate, you know what I mean? Or if they don't mind hosting, they have everyone come to the grandparents come to them, you know what I mean? Just like figure out something that doesn't drain you, you know, that makes your life easier and happier in some way, you know? And then also talk to the in-laws, talk to the family members. You'll realize that sometimes they don't care. Sometimes they don't even want you there. Sometimes they just want you to make your life easier. You know what I mean? Because they've been in your shoes and they're like, why are you doing all this? Why don't you make your life easier? It's okay if you don't come, you know. Talk to them. You'll realize that you don't have to do all the things, you know. Like for me, it's when I talked to my mom. My mom's like, you don't have to like do all this, cook these elaborate meals. Like we don't care. You know, I've been in your shoes and you don't have to do all that because I know how hard and stressful it is. So don't do it. I'm like, okay. Gardner again. I was eating. Hopefully I don't have crumbs on my face. So if you have younger kids and you're staying out late and they tend to melt down if you stay out late, then you don't have to stay out late. Like use them as an excuse to go home. It's okay. Like you don't have to stay out late just to appease like family and stuff like that. You know, you can choose peace over pleasing, and even on Thanksgiving, and it's okay. You know, it's okay to disappoint someone else to protect your well-being, to protect your family's well-being, because remember, other people's opinions and expectations are not your problem, it's their problem. And if you're a people pleaser, like I used to be, start saying now. It's like, there's no time like right now. And, you know, if it's hard, it's going to be hard. You know, it's going to be hard to do, and do it now. Do it for Thanksgiving. It's going to be hard no matter what. Just do it. All right, number 5. And I'm getting hot now, so if my face is getting red, it's because the sun is on my back and I'm wearing a sweater and perimenopause. All right, number 5, don't lose yourself in the holiday shuffle. Make space for slow moments in the morning. So don't get up like in a rush, like, oh my God, gotta do all the things. Start slow. Make yourself your coffee or your tea. Do some breath work in the morning. Have quiet time. You know, practice your gratitude. Do whatever you need to do to have those slow moments, because the holidays, Thanksgiving, it can be a rush, and we want to slow down and enjoy that time. So maybe after dinner you want to take like a sunset walk, because that's a tradition that we like to do as well, especially because we eat so much food. We kind of need to walk it off, because we like to have our second dinner. We're like hobbits here. We like to have our second dinner. So step outside and, you know, go for that walk. Or maybe you just need to get outside because it's loud in your house. Do that. And like, say you're not at home, say you're somewhere else. What can you do at that other place, at someone else's house, that would make things feel gentler for you? So maybe it is stepping outside, maybe it is going for a walk, maybe you can get someone who's there with you to go for a walk with you. You know, oftentimes, like when I go to events at my best friend's family's house, their family house, which is like a few blocks from my house. Their family is big and loud. And she has an aunt Susan, who married into the family, and she's quiet and she's an introvert, and we bond because we're both introverted, and yeah, we like quiet time. And so we will like get together and do our quiet time together if need be, like to get away if we have to. So like, find your little quiet buddy and do whatever it is that you need to do to have your little quiet time, to get away from like the chaos or whatever it is that you need. So, you know, what can you do to make the day feel gentler for you? So let the day be simple and not spectacular, and that's okay. It's totally okay not to have a grand, spectacular Thanksgiving. Like, what's the point? What's the point of doing things grand and spectacular? Like, who are you trying to impress, right? Like, I feel like today, in today's society, like everything, we're always taking pictures of everything that we're doing and posting it online. For what purpose? Who are we trying to impress? Like, people are saying, oh, we're taking these pictures and posting online for, you know, for the future, so that we can look back at it. Why not just print it out and put it in an album? Why do you have to put it online for everyone else to see? Like, why not? Like, who's to say that's still going to be in 50 years from now, you're still going to have Facebook or Instagram? You know what I mean? Why not just print the picture and make a photo album? Like, why are you putting it online for others to see? It's a performance, right? That's what it is. You're trying to get other people to like and to appreciate what you're putting out there and to admire what you're doing. And why are we doing that? Other people's opinions, who cares? If they're not your problem, they should not matter. So we shouldn't have to make a spectacle of our lives. We need to make things simpler and easier. And maybe that is the key to joy, right? When like, I started this video saying that I'm kind of filming this in like grandma style. I mean, if you watch those videos online, they always talk about simple things, right? At the end of, towards the end of their lives, they're talking about how the joy of simplicity, how they wished they did things simpler and focused on, family and not on all these other things. So yeah. So number 6, give yourself permission to enjoy it your way. So remember, you don't have to cook everything. You can buy stuff. You can buy things. And if you don't want to cook, don't cook. You don't have to host perfectly. You don't have to perform. You don't have to see everyone. You don't have to take a single photo if you don't want to. And if your kids don't want to take a photo, they don't have to. You don't have to keep the peace at your own expense. And you don't have to pretend that you're not exhausted. You are not a superhero. And you don't have to pretend that you have it all together. You don't have to pretend. And it's okay to ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help. And if someone offers help, take it. Don't say you got it. Take it. Say, yeah, help. Please help me. Please. So you're allowed to enjoy a holiday that actually feels like yours and not someone else's, and not, you know, what everyone else expects you to have, because it's been tradition and what has always been happening in your family and what you're supposed to have. Whatever you can have one built on connection, ease, and enoughness, and that's enough. Yeah. So if Thanksgiving has started to feel more like a performance than a pause, then take this as your permission to simplify, to choose what matters, leave the rest, and let the day be imperfect and real. Okay? And, you know, normally at the end of podcasts, like, they try to sell you on something, and that's what I'm supposed to do, because, you know, that's what the gurus tell you to do, and I'm not going to do that. Screw it. Who cares? I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that it's simple and it's easy and you're present and it's enjoyable, and you enjoy your food. And, you know, if this episode made you breathe a little easier, I would love it if you just shared it with a friend, or just left a quick review or whatever. You know, it just helps this cozy little podcast reach more women who need like a slower, softer way forward. So I'll catch you guys next week. And I think next week I'm going to talk about the holidays, like Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and whatever holiday you celebrate. Let's talk about it next week. Yeah? Okay. Ciao.